The reminder today is about that night that we are all going to experience. It's about that night that is coming without a doubt, and only Allah knows when. It's about that night that is getting closer with every breath we take. It's about that night, if it's good, everything after it will be much better. And if it's not, everything after it will be much worse. It is the first night in the grave. My brothers and sisters, as believers, we all know that we are all going to die. And our family, our beloved ones and friends, they will perform the janazah prayer and they will take us to the graveyard. They will put us in the grave. They will be very sad. Some will be crying. But at the end of the day, the children will leave. The parents will leave. The spouse will leave. The friends will leave. The very dear brothers will also leave. And we are left alone. After everyone leaves, Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam told us that there will be a squeeze that every person will experience. ضمة القبر. There will be a squeeze that everyone will experience. Every body in that grave will experience the squeeze of the grave. But for the believer, the squeeze will be just like the squeeze of a mother that have not seen her son or her daughter for such a long time. A very gentle, beautiful, full of love and tenderness. But the squeeze will definitely take place. And then after that, we will hear the footsteps of our family members and friends and brothers leaving the graveyard. And then the two angels will come, sit the body up, and ask the three questions. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, at that time, when the angels start these three questions, whomsoever was steadfast in this dunya, whomsoever struggles and strives to please Allah in this dunya, the angels will come down and give them the glad tidings that there's nothing to worry about from the people you left, and have glad tidings of what's coming after. The two angels will ask the three questions. Look at the mercy of Allah that He gave us the three questions, and He gave us 30, 40, 50, 20, 80 years to prepare the answers, and He gave us the answers. And they're asking you a question. They're asking you three questions. Who's your Lord? What's your deen? And what's the name of that man that was sent to you? What's the name of your messenger? Whomsoever had steadfastness in this dunya, Rasulullah told us in a very long hadith that he will answer very easy. Who's your Lord? Allah. What's your deen? Islam. What's the name of the man who was sent to you? Mohamad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. That's why it's very important at that time when we bury our beloved ones, the best dua to make at that time, Allahumma thabbithu for the male, or thabbitha inda su'al. Ya Allah, keep them steadfast when they are being questioned. I ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to make me and everyone who's watching steadfast when they are questioned. After that, we pass the test of these three questions. What happened? An order from Allah with 5 glad tidings. First, the grave will be furnished from Jannah. The grave that to me and you, it looks like 2 by 6. Allah will furnish it from Jannah. The second thing will happen, the person will be clothed from the cloth of Jannah. All these are taught to us by Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and they have authentic hadith to support them. And then the person in the grave, a gate of Jannah will be opened for him or her, and its breeze will come to him or her, and he smells its fragrance, and he feels the delight in what he sees. Allahu Akbar. A fourth, the grave will be made spacious as far as the eye can see. From above the ground we think it's small, but Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, keep in mind, the life of the barzakh, the life of the grave is completely different than this life. Allah will make the grave very spacious. And fifth, he will be given the glad tidings of Jannah. Allahu Akbar. According to the hadith, what will be left with us? Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, he told us, after we get all these glad tidings, then a man with a beautiful face, beautiful garment, and sweet odor comes. And the person in the grave said, who are you? You look so good. You have such a beautiful smell. Who are you? Your face is perfectly beautiful. Then the person would reply, I am your good deeds. Allahu Akbar. I am that salat that you prayed. I am that sadaqat that you gave. I am the Quran that you read and you memorized. I am the fasting. I am the struggle that you went through. I am the 2 rak'ah that you prayed in the middle of the night. I am all the great amal in a man with a good face that will be our companion till the day of judgment. Allahu Akbar. Allahu Akbar.